Guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today we're gonna be talking about Katherine and Greta, and yes, they have a happy ending. But before we get into more details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well. If you guys have watched the show, and what would you personally rate it from 1 to 10? Me personally, I haven't been watching the show for a very long time, but recently I found out on season 5 of the show. Yes, the show is called A Million Little Things. Actually, Greta and in this case Katherine actually ends up getting married, and they finally is figuring out a way on how to be together. And that's another reason why I wanted to share their storyline with you guys, just in case any of you didn't know about their existence. So let's get right into more details. So basically on season 4, you can see that in this case Katherine and Greta, they ended up reconnecting with one another, but things didn't go as planned because at the time Greta, she was dealing with a whole nother relationship that she was in. So when she and her girlfriend, they were going through a whole break, that's when Katherine actually came back in the picture. And Katherine in this case, she also was dealing with her own things with her son, and not only her son, with her ex-husband. So it was also a whole nother situation going on. But once Katherine was single, she was divorced, she actually went out and looked for Katherine at a tattoo store where she works, because Katherine is a tattoo artist, and from there they reconnected. But then Katherine found out about Greta's situation with another woman. She cried, and after that they solved things out, and at the end of season 4 basically they end up together. So now moving on to season 5, here is where things get really interesting, because now you can see at the beginning of season 5 they actually live together. And at this point, Katherine's ex-husband already knows about Greta's existence and her family as well, which was something very difficult, very difficult for Katherine to do, because she was always so close about her relationship with Greta, because she wanted to keep it private. She didn't want people to know about it, but that was something that used to bother Greta a lot. But finally, she got out of their comfort zone and finally have decided to let her family and friends know who she is with, and that she's with a woman, and that she's in love, and basically they are living together. And also, in this case, Katherine's son also really loves Greta and starting to create a very strong bond with her, and that makes Katherine even more happy. So at the beginning of season 5, that's what actually happened. But if you go mid the season, they will see that Katherine and Greta, they have decided to take a step further. At the beginning, Katherine was against getting married, and of course Greta wasn't against her not wanting to get married again, but she just didn't like the way Katherine said that she wouldn't want to get married again. She'd been there, done it, and of course that didn't sit well with Greta for the fact on how she expressed herself regarding that. But after that they had a conversation, and Katherine finally realized that Greta was her person to be, just the way how Greta was caring for her son. Not only her son, her friends, everybody around her really liked to see Greta with Katherine. And not only that, Katherine's mother, who was the most difficult person to accept their relationship, accepted Greta, and that really made Katherine understand that Greta is the person who she is actually meant to be with. Because in this case also Katherine's mother told Greta that she'd never seen her daughter this happy. She thought her daughter would never find happiness again, and that just gave Katherine the extra support to go do what she wanted to do. And she actually ends up proposing to Greta. And of course Greta, she wasn't expecting it, because of course Katherine said that she doesn't see herself getting married again. And the fact that she ends up proposing to her where they actually met, where they actually not met, but where things went wrong for them at the beach, and that's where she went to ask her to marry her just to make things right. That was really nice to see. And on the other hand, Greta is also dealing with her personal things. She just found out that her parents are getting divorced after years and years of being together, and now they are getting divorced in mid she's getting married. So they kind of bring fears on her, because she doesn't want to predict that future, that outcome also on Katherine and Greta. But once she and her parents, they spoke, everything was okay, they were cool, And of course, Catherine's son also has a very good relationship with Greta, and Greta's really worried about having a good relationship with him, and she's trying everything in her power to make sure that Catherine's son really likes her. And that's something that I have to point out, that I really like how Greta mature. She's really a grown woman, the way she cares for Catherine, the way she takes care of the house, the way she is supportive. And after they got married, not only that, you can also see that Catherine actually finds out that Greta has frozen her eggs while she was with her ex. So one day they were in the kitchen, and of course Greta's ex ends up texting her the bill because she needs to pay the rent for where the eggs are stored. And Catherine was kind of surprised because Greta never told her that she was in this case freezing her eggs, and she was kind of confused. But then after that, they sat down and they had a conversation, and Greta actually told Catherine that the reason why she froze her eggs and haven't used them yet is not only because her ex-girlfriend or ex-wife, whatever her situation was, didn't want to have kids with her, because if you guys don't know, Greta, she is bipolar, and they actually have fear that the babies can actually also have this disorder that she has. So that's why they never went through with the process. But Catherine had a whole different view on it. Catherine was like, hey, if you want to keep your eggs frozen, keep them frozen, because at the end of the day, even if the babies come out, or the child come out bipolar, you would be the perfect person to actually help the baby, help the kid deal with it, because you know how difficult it was for you. So you will be a very good parent despite the baby being born with bipolar disorder or no. You are the perfect mother that will know how to handle it. And that really made Greta feel very confident, because that's one of the reasons why she never saw herself being a mother, because she was afraid of that situation. But Catherine just overall just completed that for her, and just were like, wow. And then Greta have decided to keep her her eggs frozen. So what comes to my mind in this case, I really do feel like Catherine and Greta, they're gonna end up having a kid together. They are happily married. Everything is looking good for them. They're living together. The whole family are very supportive. And one thing I also have to point out is that on their wedding day, yes, this was the cutest part of it all. You can actually see that Greta ends up wearing Catherine's father's suit to their wedding. That was so beautiful. She got married in Greta's father's suit with Catherine. That was very nice to see, like the fact that the fact that Greta wore Catherine's father's suit. That was beautiful and amazing, and that really made Catherine feel even more special, and one is like a message from her father saying that this is your person, because her father passed away. So that was something so beautiful to see. And just right now they're just living their best life, going good. I don't know if there's gonna be a season 6. Hopefully there will be, because I feel like what's next for the couple will definitely be a baby. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you guys feel like this couple is a ship or not? For me, they are definitely a 10 out of a 10. But let me know your thoughts. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Until the next video, and goodbye.